Dog, y'all know me. The thing I'm most scared of is death. Second thing is prison. They don't want none of that.
Boy called me. I'm going to leave his name out of here because he's famous. But my boy called me. He said, just keep your head up. I said, what? I was about to call you because we got to talk some work stuff. And he was like, just keep your head up. I don't care about nothing else. I just care about you, big dog. I said, what the heck? You okay? Oh, my name accused of, I can't say it or this show will get shut down and I get a community strike by former ESPN production assistant. Oh, I said, oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. Okay, so unless you're under a rock, hiding under it, you know that that's been going on. That's been percolating. And I have to, on that situation, I got to break it down. So I will break it down. Now, obviously, there hasn't been that day where we just saw this lady had to testify, etc. So we are not in the same phase of things. But because I rock with you and I am thorough, I am transparent, I keep it 1,000. So we're going to have to talk about this situation 1,000. So let me explain to you guys what's going on. So in these instances, these alleged misrepresentations, let's call it that, all right? The encounters. Pick a date, pick the encounter, pick the allegation. For every one of them, I either saw, communicated through email, text, phone, was invited by these individuals after these dates to engage, to be intimate, or all the above after the dates that are in question, okay? So this matters. Why does it matter? I'm looking at my picture like, damn, this is crazy. Because it directly contradicts the narrative that they're trying to present publicly. Yep. Directly, like, boom. Like, what you talking about? Okay, if somebody come in here right now, it is 6:36 in the morning. I know I'm running a little bit late, but we started a little bit late. My itty bitties are ready. I'll get them ready in a few minutes. And something happened to me. You think, you just tell me. A week later, 2 weeks later, a year later, whatever time later than 6:36, are they back hanging with me in my house, invited by me? I'm talking to them, texting to them, hanging with them, anything like that. If what I'm saying is real, would I do that? If you say yes to that, speak on it. But I got one straightforward question for all the accusers. Why did you continue to see or maintain friendly communication at minimum? That can be verified, will be verified, with someone that you're accusing after the alleged incidents. Oh, because once again, what we just saw, what occurred in the Stephon Diggs situation, they out there dancing in the videos, not knowing that they've been filmed and not knowing that is of record. There are so many records and receipts that will be brought to show people you say one thing, but you did another. Okay? So we're seeing this dangerous trend right now, more than ever. We're seeing people who are going out there making serious allegations, like we just saw with Stephon Diggs, blatant lies, like we saw with Stephon Diggs, being made in public without substantiated evidence. Nothing. Just talk it. I can file a lawsuit right now against you. I don't even know who you are, but I can say a bunch of stuff. And if you got a name, if you got something of credence that people will pump up, it can go out there. It can run. But what happens to you, what happens to me, what happens to Stephon Diggs in that situation, reputation damaged. And then the facts are expected to catch up later. Crazy. That's why the accusation is way louder than the apology. But me, y'all know, first of all, I got the perfect platform to do this. I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to be silent about it, all right? So the reason is simple. That I'm going to have to fight. And it's not about me. Y'all know how I rock. Y'all know how I roll. It's not about me. It's not even about my name. It's about my son's name. So, I named my son Marcellus Vernon Wiley Jr. And the toughest part about all of this is the fact that there's going to be a day, and I don't know when that day is, but it's going to be a day. I'm not worried about any of these allegations on the level of there's no criminal charges. All this talk, and nobody ever wanted me arrested. Nobody ever got me arrested. Nobody ever got me. So you don't want that. It's about money. I get it. But to you, it's about money. To me, it's about my son's name that he will one day Google and think that this is about him. But he's going to know it's about his dad. And how dare you stain the brain of my child and his hero. So all of that, all I got in me, all that I possess will be used to defend that name for my son. Y'all know I want to cry because anything with MJ, anything with the itty bitties gets to me. To me, directly to me, if his name was Charles, this would be a little different. His name is Marcellus. Oh, y'all playing with the wrong name. Playing with the wrong little one. So there are details, tons of details I won't address at this time, respectfully, and that restraint is intentional. It's intentional for several reasons. Let's just be real. The burden is not on me to prove innocence. No. I ain't stupid. I'm graduated. Come on, girl. It is on them who are making these accusations to prove their claims are credible, prove their claims are truthful, prove that they're supported by evidence. I want you to sound like the chef in Stephon Diggs' case, right? And obviously that has not happened, and frankly, it won't happen. For anybody who has the time and attention, and I know y'all don't, and I don't want you to, and I don't root for it. But if you read through these things, logically, they just don't add up. And that's just on paper. Wait till you get a Q&A. Wait till you get in front of someone. Wait till you get deposed. Wait till someone talks to you about this. And you don't have the receipts. You don't have the truth on your side. You're in trouble. So I'm not the only party also being referenced. That's another reason why I gotta, let's just say, abbreviate how I respond to this. Because you know me, I want to go one thou wow, line by line. But I'm not the only person and entity being referenced. My institution, Columbia University, as well. So out of respect for them and other legal considerations, I got to respect that. Plus, this is about them. Like, being real, they trying to use me to get to them because they have the $20 billion endowment. They're the ones. That's the money grab. I'm just in the way. And there are limitations of what I can actually say for real on this platform as well. Y'all know y'all get strikes and community strikes, and I don't need all that. I like talking too much talk. And I'm not going to change my show. I'm not going to change how I roll. I'm not going to change anything. If something's in the news, I'm going to talk about it. If I'm in the news, I'm going to talk about it. And y'all not going to silence me. You're not going to crowd me into no corner and say, take this whooping. I don't believe in a gigantic conspiracy. I talk a lot of talk. I'm going to continue to talk a lot of talk. You ain't going to shut me down. You ain't going to shut me up, because never shut up. The book. So my position's firm. My position's undeniable. Y'all hear it. Y'all know it. Y'all know me. Not even asking you to believe me. I'm not that guy. Believe the truth. You ain't got to worry about me or them. Just go with the truth. You'll figure it out. So in the same spirit of this show that y'all watching right now, respect, I'm going to continue to challenge all these false accusations. I'm like on this show, how we do it, I'm expose the inconsistencies, break down the film, and confront what I believe to be the attempts at my reputation, cause it harm, through legal coercion or even worse, legal extortion. It's real. They're trying to leverage lies for personal gain. As they say, assassination by accusation. That's their goal. They're trying by lying. The craziest thing about it is, seriously, is that they didn't want, and they do not want, justice. They want just ice. Money. Bling. Things. No justice. Just ice. All right, well, I want the truth, and I want to expose some liars. And not just for me, not just for my name, but for my man, my itty bitty MJ, Marcellus Jr. So I'm going to go get it. Ride around, I get it. You're mine, I spin it. That's what I had to say about all of that. And it's crazy that it literally coincides with Stephon Diggs going through that. Think about it. Like, look how much that scopes and references what I'm talking about. And we've seen it. We've been talking about a lot of these other cases. These cases where woman, makes an accusation, and you read through it and it says, well, if this doesn't work, I'll just lie and say, hey, they tried to do something to me. We've been through that on this show. We've been through also, well, if something is going on, it's because they're misogynistic. And we know that wasn't accurate. You just didn't tell the truth. We've also been through that on this show. We've also been through this on this show where it's like, oh, well, I need you to give me some money, and I need you to sign this book deal, and I need you to hook me up. And if you don't, all my stories will change. Like I said, it ain't for me. Not even for my name. It's for my boy. Let's go get it. All right, y'all. We ain't going to end the show like that. Wrong show. Y'all think y'all going to take away my joy? My grandma said, never let them steal your joy, baby. And, dog, y'all know me to think
I'm more scared of his death. Second thing is prison. I'm more scared of his death. Second thing is prison. They don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. They ain't trying to kill me. They ain't trying to put me in jail. They trying to get some dough from Colombia.